So what do you mean by collide, or what do you mean by colloidal dispersion, or what do you mean by colloidal soul? All these names are the synonyms. Colloids are also known as a colloidal dispersion, colloidal souls. Soul means SOL. Okay, colloidal souls, colloidal dispersion, or they are also known as a colloids or colloidal soul or colloidal dispersion. All these are the synonyms for colloids. Now what is colloids? Colloids means it is made of term colloid. It is made up from Greek word collo means your glue-like consistency, glue or gum-like consistency. So dispersion of polymer or dispersion of finely divided solid in the dispersion medium. Okay, so that is nothing but the colloid. So colloid is nothing but the dispersion of heterogeneous phase system in which dispersed phase is distributed as a particle or droplet throughout the another phase known as a dispersion medium. So in the colloid you will have two phases. First will be a solid phase. Solid phase will be divided into a smaller particle or in the form of globlet. Okay, globate, and these solid particles will be dispersed in the liquid medium. Means these solid particles are not soluble. Okay, that's why. So they are dispersed into dispersion medium. So dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Now dispersed phase, there may be either completely insoluble material or there may be partially soluble material. For example, if you take example of your acacia, gum acacia or gum tragacanth, so it is a partially miscible with the water. It will form a colloidal solution, hydrocolloid. But if you try to make a dispersion of gold, or if you try to make a dispersion of sulfur or aluminum or any other metal, so it is completely insoluble. Okay, so there are two kind of colloidal solution in which first may be partially miscible solute or second may be completely immiscible solute. So dispersion is nothing but the heterogeneous two phase system in which dispersed phase is distributed as a particles or globules throughout the another phase known as a dispersion medium. That is nothing but a dispersion or colloid. Colloidal dispersion, it has a particle size range. Now there are three terms. First one is a molecular dispersion, second one is a colloidal dispersion, and third one is a suspension. So आपका जो suspension होता है उसमें भी particles जो होते हैं, जो powder solid जो होते हैं, solid powder is suspended in the liquid medium. Okay, in the suspension. So likewise that molecular dispersion जो होता है उसमें particle size जो है बहुत ही कम होता है. So in case of molecular dispersion, the solids having particle size less than 1 nanometer, they are dispersed in the dispersion medium. That is a molecular dispersion. Then after that there is a colloidal dispersion. So colloidal dispersion will have particle size range in the 1 nanometer to 0.5 micrometer. अगर 1 नैनोमीटर से कम पार्टिकल साइज है अगर सॉलिड का, वो अगर लिक्विड में डिस्पर्स किया है तो उसको बोलेंगे मॉलिक्यूलर डिस्पर्शन. अगर पार्टिकल साइज जो है सॉलिड का वो 1 नैनोमीटर से 0.5 माइक्रोमीटर तक है. सो इफ पार्टिकल साइज ऑफ सॉलिड विच इज डिस्पर्स्ड इन द लिक्विड मीडियम इज इन अ रेंज ऑफ योर 1 nanometer to 0.5 nanometer, then it is known as a colloidal dispersion. And if solid particle size of solid suspended in a liquid medium is of more than 0.5 micron, then it is known as a suspension. So colloidal dispersion, molecular dispersion, then colloidal dispersion, and then suspension. So out of that, molecular dispersion is known as a true solution. Okay, then colloidal dispersion is there, they are known as a colloids, and then suspension. So these are the three terms. So colloidal dispersion have a particle size range between true solution and coarse dispersion. Colloidal dispersion will have particle size in a range of in between true solutions, that is a molecular dispersion, and coarse dispersion means suspension. So suspension और molecular dispersion इन दोनों के बीच में क्या आता है आपका colloids आता है. So colloidal dispersion will have particle size in a range of, or it is in between molecular dispersion and suspension, or true solution or suspension. Now there are different kind of this colloidal dispersion. There are different kind of colloidal dispersion. Basically there are three types. ये 3 टाइप के कोलाइड्स होते हैं, लायोफिलिक कोलाइड होते हैं, देन लायोफोबिक कोलाइड होते हैं, एंड वो थर्ड वन इज एम्फीफिलिक कोलाइड और एसोसिएशन कोलाइड. So 3 टाइप के बेसिकली कोलाइड होते हैं. देयर आर 3 टाइप्स ऑफ कोलाइड. फर्स्ट वन इज अ लायोफिलिक कोलाइड, second one is a lyophobic collide, and third one is a association collide or amphiphilic collide. Okay, so we'll see the first, that is a lyophilic collide. Lyophilic collide. So lyophilic collide means what? Again collide मतलब क्या है, यहाँ पे 2 phases होंगे, एक तो suspended particles होंगे and दूसरा phase होगा continuous phase. So in case of lyophilic, lyo means loving and philic, okay, lyophilic means solvent loving. So in this colloidal system, okay, so there is a attraction between solid particle and dispersion medium. जो लिक्विड फेज है और सॉलिड पार्टिकल्स जो है उसमें क्या है, अट्रैक्शन है. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज नोन एज अ सॉल्वेंट लविंग सिस्टम. लायोफिलिक कोलाइड दे आर नोन एज अ सॉल्वेंट लविंग बिकॉज there is interaction between solid particle and liquid medium. Okay, that is known as a lyophilic. So it is again a thermodynamically true solution, are generally considered as a single phase system. Normally it is considered as a single phase system, but it is not a single phase, it is a double phase or double phase. Okay, so examples of lyophilic collide. So there is a attraction, remember there is a attraction between solid particles and liquid. Okay, that is known as a solvent loving, because in this colloidal system the colloids or suspended particles, suspended solid, they loves the your dispersion medium. Okay, so that's why lyophilic colloids are known as a solvent loving, and it is a thermodynamically stable. Okay, and it may be called as a true solution, but they are not a true solution. It may be considered as a single phase system, but it is not a single phase system, it is a two phase system. For example, protein solution, then a solution of gum. Okay, solution of gum, protein solution, then your milk is also an example of lyophilic collide. So these are the examples of lyophilic collide. Remember they are also known as a protective collide. Remember, try to write down the notes. They are also known as a protective collide. They are thermodynamically stable. Now in this system the particles may have or may not have any charge on the this particle. जो सस्पेंडेड पार्टिकल होंगे या फिर लायोफिलिक कोलाइड में जो भी पार्टिकल्स होंगे जो सॉलिड होगा उसमें चार्ज हो भी सकता है और नहीं भी हो सकता है. ओके, लायोफिलिक मीन्स व्हाट? सॉल्वेंट लविंग. इट इज अगेन there is a strong interaction between solid and dispersion medium, so that's why they are known as a solvent loving system, and they are thermodynamically stable. They may be called as a true solution, but they are not a true. Okay, you may see only one phase in this system, but actually two phase system exists. Okay, example of lyophilic collide: protein solution, protein in the water, so protein solution. Then gums, like gum tragacanth or acacia. So if you make a solution of gum tragacanth or acacia, so that is known as a lyophilic collide. They will form a lyophilic colloidal system. Remember this. Now second type of colloidal system is a lyophobic colloidal system. Lyophobic. So as the name indicates, phobia means hating. Okay, lyophobia. Lyo means solvent. So these are the system where there is no interaction between solid particle and solvent or continuous or the dispersion medium. So in case of lyophilic there is a strong interaction between solid particle and dispersion medium, but in case of lyophobic collide there is no interaction. Okay, there is no interaction between solid particles and dispersion medium, and that's why this system is known as a solvent hating system. Dispersed phase, insoluble in the continuous phase. There is a poor interaction between two phases, and they are thermodynamically unstable. Okay, thermodynamically unstable. Okay, ये unstable होते हैं. For example, dispersion of gold, then iron hydroxide, silver arsenous sulfide or silver iodide in the water. So dispersion of metals in the water. So they will form hydrophobic collide. याद रखो यहाँ पे dispersion of gums, proteins in the water, they will form lyophilic collide. Dispersion of metal ion in the water, they will form a lyophobic collide. Lyophilic collide means there is a strong interaction between the dispersed phase and dispersion medium, and they are thermodynamically stable. Lyophobic means there is a no interaction or very less interaction between disperse phase and dispersion medium, and that's why they are known as solvent heating. Examples are also very important. So they have already asked the question on this. For example, acacia or tagakant solution in the water is an example of, and they will give you option like lyophilic colloid, lyophobic colloid, or association colloid. Okay, so lyophilic colloid. So remember suspension of protein or protein, then your gums, natural and synthetic gums. So they are the example of lyophilic colloid, and it is thermodynamically stable. Lyophobic means it is nothing but the dispersion of gold or dispersion of metals like gold, iron hydroxide, silver, arsenious hydroxide, sulfide, then silver iodide in the water. They will give you lyophobic colloid. Now third one is known as association colloid or amphiphilic colloid. Association colloid or amphiphilic colloid. So this is the third one. There are three kind of colloidal dispersion: association colloid, third one amphiphilic. So molecule in this colloidal system, the dispersed molecule contain large hydrophobic as well as hydrophilic moieties. So whatever molecule is being dispersed, so that molecule will have large number of hydrophilic portion or moiety as well as hydrophobic portion. So for example सरफेक्टेंट, आपके जो सरफेक्टेंट्स होते हैं या फिर सरफेस एक्टिव एजेंट होते हैं, उनमें भी क्या होता है, हाइड्रोफोबिक जो टेल होता है और हाइड्रोफिलिक हेड होता है. दैट मीन्स पोलर प्लस नॉन पोलर फोर्स. So if they are dispersed in the dispersion medium, so they will give you association colloid or amphiphilic colloid. So molecule containing large hydrophobic as well as hydrophilic groups. Okay, initially they will behave as an individual molecule. So when you try to disperse them in a low concentration, अपने अगर concentration कम है उसका, so if you disperse them in a low concentration, they will behave as an individual molecule. But at a certain concentration, if you increase the concentration at a certain concentration level, they will get aggregated and they will form a micelle. Okay? At a particular concentration, if you increase the concentration of that amphiphilic colloid, okay, at a certain concentration they will start forming aggregation, they will start forming agglomeration, and they will start forming micelle. Okay, now each micelle consists of around 50 monomers of this amphiphile. Each micelle consists of around 50 monomeric unit of that surfactant. Okay, now the concentration of surfactant at which there is a formation of micelle. Remember this, the concentration of surfactant at which there is a formation of micelle, or the concentration at which micelle formation start in the dispersion, or so that is known as a critical micellar concentration, CMC. The concentration of surfactant at which there is a formation of micelle is known as a critical micellar concentration और critical micelle concentration, CMC. तो ये CMC के बारे में कम से कम 2-4 बार क्वेश्चन पूछा है. सो यहाँ पे एसोसिएशन कोलाइड और एम्फीफिलिक कोलाइड मतलब क्या, सस्पेंशन और डिस्पर्शन ऑफ एम्फीफाइल. एम्फीफाइल मतलब क्या, दोनों ग्रुप होंगे उसमें, जो हाइड्रोफोबिक पोर्शन भी होगा, हाइड्रोफिलिक पोर्शन भी होगा, पोलर भी होगा, नॉन पोलर भी होगा. So dispersion of amphiphile or dispersion of surfactant in a dispersion medium. At a low concentration, the surfactant will behave as an individual molecule in the dispersion medium. कम concentration है तो individual molecule अलग अलग रहेंगे dispersion में, लेकिन अगर concentration बढ़ाएंगे आप वो amphiphile, तो क्या होगा कि they will start coagulating, they will start formation of agglomeration, they will start the forming agglomeration, they will start forming the association. Okay, they will get associated, they will form a micelle. Okay, the concentration of surfactant at which there is a formation of micelle is known as a critical micelle concentration. Okay, remember this, and each micelle will have around 50 monomers of your surfactant. This is known as a critical micelle concentration, the concentration of surfactant at which there is a formation of micelle, known as a critical micellar concentration. Now below this critical micelle concentration, the surfactant molecule behave individually in the dispersion. Okay, but as the critical micelle concentration comes immediately after that, so there is a formation of micelle, or there is a aggregation, or there is a association, or there is a coagulation of this surfactant molecule, and there is a sudden phase change. तो पहले क्या था कि पहले मीडियम में सरफेक्टेंट का मॉलिक्यूल थे विच वाज बिहेविंग सिंगल, अलग अलग मॉलिक्यूल बिहेव कर रहे थे, लेकिन क्या होता है एक पर्टिकुलर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन आता है सरफेक्टेंट का, जैसे ऐड करते रहते हो तो उसके बाद में क्या होता है कि उसमें एसोसिएशन हो जाता है, वो मॉलिक्यूल अट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं और वो सब क्या करते हैं एग्लोमरेशन फॉर्म करते हैं, क्या होता है बाद में माइसेली फॉर्म होता है। सो द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ सरफेक्टेंट एट विच देयर इज अ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ माइसेली नोन एज अ क्रिटिकल माइसेलर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बिलो द CMC, below the CMC the surfactant molecule will behave individually and at the CMC there is a change in the phase, इनिशियली वो इंडिविजुअल बिहेव करते हैं, जैसे CMC आ गया तो वो माइसेली फॉर्म करेंगे। सो इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आते हैं, बहुत सारे टाइप के क्वेश्चन आते हैं। सो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय क्रिटिकल माइसेली कॉन्सेंट्रेशन एंड बिलो द CMC व्हाट विल हैपन, अबाउट द CMC व्हाट विल हैपन, okay, such kind of questions they used to ask frequently in the exam. So remember now again for example, so in case of association colloid, so what are the amphibials, examples of amphibials. So first one is a anionic surfactant. So anionic surfactant में आता है SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium lauryl sulfate. So it is a anionic surfactant. Remember उसका example भी already पूछा है एक बार. So anionic surfactant is a sodium lauryl sulfate. Then cationic is a cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. Cationic कौन है? anionic मतलब क्या? इसमें नेगेटिव चार्ज होगा. anionic मतलब क्या? नेगेटिव चार्ज होगा. ठीक है. cationic मतलब क्या? पॉजिटिव चार्ज वाला. cationic मतलब क्या? पॉजिटिव चार्ज वाला. तो पॉजिटिव चार्ज वाला कौन है सर्फेक्टेंट? cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. और नॉन आयनिक मतलब इस पर कोई भी चार्ज नहीं होगा. नॉन आयनिक कौन है? पॉलीइथिलीन लॉरिल ईथर. देन एम्पोलाइटिक कौन है? यहाँ पे देखो डाइमिथाइल अमोनियम प्रोपेन सल्फोनेट. सो ट्राई टू रिमेंबर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ दिस. हु इज एनायनिक, हु इज कैटायनिक, हु इज नॉन आयनिक, बिकॉज दे यूज्ड टू आस्क द क्वेश्चन ऑन दिस. क्वेश्चन will like this. So one of the following surfactant is non-ionic in nature, and they will give you example like sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium oleate, then cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide, okay, then polyethyl lauryl ether, etc. They can ask you anything on this. Now we'll see the next. So comparison of types of dispersion. So as I have already told, जैसे कि आपका सेमेस्टर एग्जाम के लिए जैसे होता है वैसे नहीं है ये सिर्फ इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ें जो होते हैं, फिर भी मैं काफ़ी चीज़ें उस चैप्टर में का पूरा चैप्टर ये ले रहा हूँ. नाउ कंपैरिजन ऑफ टाइप्स ऑफ डिस्पर्शन. एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू देयर आर 3 काइंड ऑफ डिस्पर्शन. फर्स्ट वन इज नोन एज अ molecular dispersion, second one is known as a colloidal dispersion, and third one is known as a your coarse dispersion or suspension. So molecular dispersion, colloidal dispersion and coarse dispersion or suspension. फर्स्ट कॉलम में दिया है प्रॉपर्टी. सो फर्स्ट साइज में क्या डिफरेंस है? So what is the size of molecular dispersion? It is a less than 1 nanometer. Less than 1 nanometer. So इसके ऊपर भी क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. What is the size range of colloidal dispersion? What is the size range of molecular dispersion? Or they may ask you one of the following statement is not true. And the less of in the option they will give you the size of molecular dispersion less than 1 nanometer, size of coarse dispersion less than 0.5 micrometer, colloidal dispersion 1 nanometer to 0.5 micrometer, and they will ask you identify the wrong state. So like this, likewise that such kind of questions they might ask. Okay, so property molecular dispersion will have size less than 1 nanometer, then colloidal dispersion will have size in range of this 1 nanometer to 0.5 micrometer. Colloidal dispersion. Coarse dispersion जो होता है it will have particle size in a range of more than 0.5 micrometer. So you can say it is a suspension. Coarse dispersion means suspension. Coarse dispersion is suspension. Colloidal dispersion, they are also known as a sols, sols. Okay. Then molecular dispersion, it is known as a true solution. Molecular dispersion is known as a true solution. इसके ऊपर भी एक बार क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. One of the following may be regarded as a true solution. And they will give you option like molecular dispersion, colloidal dispersion and coarse dispersion. उस टाइम पे आपका बहुत ज़्यादा कंफ्यूजन होता है. तो molecular dispersion मतलब क्या है कि इसका जो पार्टिकल साइज होता है लेस देन 1 नैनोमीटर, मतलब वो ट्रू सॉल्यूशन के जैसे ही बिहेव करता है. फॉर एग्जांपल शुगर सॉल्यूशन, ओके, शुगर इन द वाटर, यूरिया इन द वाटर, एग्जांपल भी याद रखो, शुगर इन द वाटर, यूरिया इन द वाटर, लाइक दैट. सो दे आर नथिंग बट द molecular dispersion. Colloidal dispersion मतलब aqueous solution. Coarse dispersion मतलब suspension, जैसे paracetamol का suspension. This was the size. Now state. So molecular dispersion behave like a monophasic, single phase. Okay. colloidal dispersion and suspension, they are having two phases. Colloidal dispersion and your coarse dispersion having two phases. So out of that, colloidal dispersion is known as a homogeneous biphasic dispersion, and this coarse dispersion is known as a heterogeneous biphasic dispersion. Remember, now visibility, ये दिखेंगे कहाँ पे? Now molecular dispersion, it is not visible under the electron microscope. molecular dispersion का particle size बहुत ही कम होता है, तो electron microscope के visible नहीं है. But colloidal dispersion again not visible under ordinary microscope, but it is visible under electron microscope. Now again, the coarse dispersion not visible under microscope. ये coarse dispersion जो है visible नहीं रहता है microscope के अंदर, electron microscope के अंदर visible रहेगा. Appearance, so how they will look if you take a molecular dispersion, colloidal dispersion and coarse dispersion in 3 beakers. So molecular dispersion will be clear, okay, then colloidal dispersion will be look like a clear, but this coarse dispersion or suspension will be opaque in nature. Now settling, how they will settle? So obviously molecular dispersion is a true solution, so they will not settle under gravity. Okay. Again, colloidal dispersion also, they will not settle under gravity, but this coarse dispersion or suspension will settle under the gravity. Suspension देखो, आप अगर वैसे ही रख दिया तो धीरे धीरे सेटल होने लगता है, क्योंकि उसका पार्टिकल साइज ज़्यादा रहता है ना, कि इसमें पार्टिकल साइज कम रहता है. Now filtration. Now molecular dispersion, it can pass through ultra filter or semi permeable membrane. जैसे मान लीजिए कि अल्ट्रा फिल्टर है, मतलब सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन along with the pressure, so that is known as ultra filtration. So molecular dispersion can pass through semi permeable membrane. Colloidal dispersion cannot pass through semi permeable membrane because of the larger particle size, क्योंकि colloidal dispersion का particle size जो है molecular dispersion से ज़्यादा होता है, so cannot pass through semi permeable membrane. And again suspension also cannot pass through even filter paper also, कि सस्पेंशन जो है फिल्टर पेपर से भी पास नहीं कर सकता. नाउ डिफ्यूजन मीन्स स्पॉन्टेनियस मूवमेंट ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स अक्रॉस द सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन ड्यू टू concentration gradient. Now in case of molecular dispersion, they are rapidly diffused through semi permeable membrane. And colloidal dispersion, they are very slowly diffused, but they are diffused. Okay? Colloidal dispersion, they are slowly diffused, and in case of coarse dispersion, they are not diffused. Now Brownian motion क्या होता है? Brownian motion मतलब ये रॉबर्ट ब्राउन नाम का एक साइंटिस्ट था. रॉबर्ट ब्राउन ऑब्जर्व द मूवमेंट ऑफ पार्टिकल्स इन द colloids. Okay, so how there is a movement of solid particle in the colloid? So erratic movement means random movement of particle. Erratic movement means random movement of particle that occurs in the suspension or your colloidal dispersion. Okay, so he observed Robert Brown, and after that they give name like Brownian motion. Okay, Brownian motion, it is a constant kinetic motion of particle in the molecular dispersion. Constant kinetic motion in the particle in the molecular dispersion. Now in the colloidal dispersion, again particle will also show Brownian motion in colloidal dispersion also. There is a negligible motion in case of coarse. Now scattering of light. If you try to pass a beam of light, अगर लाइट का बीम पास करेंगे आप मोलिकुलर डिस्पर्शन में, कोलोइडल डिस्पर्शन या कोर्स डिस्पर्शन में, तो क्या होगा? नाउ इन केस ऑफ मोलिकुलर डिस्पर्शन, नो स्कैटरिंग और टिंडाल इफेक्ट. नो स्कैटरिंग और टिंडाल इफेक्ट. सो व्हाट इज मीन बाय टिंडाल इफेक्ट? नो स्कैटरिंग और टिंडाल इफेक्ट. ओके, आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट. देन इन केस ऑफ कोलोइडल डिस्पर्शन, scattering of light and Tyndall effect will be there. So it will show Tyndall effect. Then in case of coarse dispersion, scattering of light and Tyndall effect. I will explain you. So what do you mean by Tyndall effect? Suppose आपके पास बीकर में क्या है? डिस्पर्शन है. मान लीजिए कि कोलोइडल डिस्पर्शन है. ठीक, तो अगर उसके ऊपर आपने लाइट बीम पास किया. So if you try to pass a light beam through a colloidal dispersion, so some part of light will be absorbed by the colloidal dispersion, some part of light will be transmitted by the colloidal dispersion, and some part of light will be scattered. Okay, will be scattered. कि एक में के मॉलिक्यूल के अंदर ही स्कैटरिंग होगा उसका, रिफ्लेक्शन जैसे. So because of that scattering of light by the solute present in the colloidal dispersion, so colloidal dispersion appears as a turbid. वो टर्बिड दिखता है, टर्बिडिटी होती है. So that phenomenon is known as a Tyndall effect. Okay? So Tyndall effect is shown by colloidal dispersion and coarse dispersion, but not by molecular dispersion. Now what are the examples of these molecular dispersion, colloidal dispersion and coarse dispersion? Examples याद रखो. For example, oxygen molecules is an example of molecular dispersion. Then ordinary ions like sodium chloride solution, example of molecular dispersion. Or sucrose solution, glucose solution is example of ordinary molecular dispersion. Colloidal dispersion, उसका example देखो. Colloidal dispersion, silver sol, natural and synthetic sol. Sol means colloidal dispersion. तो सिल्वर का डिस्पर्शन अगर होगा वाटर में, उसको बोलेंगे कोलाइडल डिस्पर्शन. नेचुरल एंड सिंथेटिक सोल मीन्स नेचुरल गम एंड सिंथेटिक गम्स लाइक सेल्यूलोज, अकेशिया, देन ट्राइकान. सो इट इज an example of colloidal dispersion. Now what is the coarse dispersion? So emulsion, suspension is example of coarse dispersion. तो आपको ये भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज कोर्स डिस्पर्शन, तो वो देंगे सिल्वर सॉल्यूशन और सिल्वर सोल और नेचुरल गम सोल और ऑर्डिनरी आयंस एंड इमल्शन. So emulsion is a coarse dispersion. Then coarse dispersion, emulsion, suspension and RBC in the blood. So it is example of coarse dispersion. Classification of dispersed system on the basis of particle size. एक बार फिर से देखो class particle size. First one is a molecular dispersion. So molecular dispersion will have particle size in a range of less than 1 nanometer. They are invisible under the electron microscope and can pass through ultrafilters or semi-permeable membrane and can undergo rapid diffusion. So examples क्या है? Oxygen molecule, ordinary ions and glucose. ये हो गए molecular dispersion. Now colloidal dispersion का particle size क्या है? 1 nanometer to 0.5 micrometer. They are detected under ultra microscope and not visible by ordinary microscope. They can pass through a filter paper but do not pass through semi-permeable membrane and they diffuse very slowly. Example क्या है इसका देखो. Examples of colloidal dispersion. Colloidal silver sol, which is colloidal silver dispersion. In natural and synthetic polymer, cheese, butter, jelly, then paints, milk, shaving cream. They will show Tyndall effect and light scattering. Now coarse dispersion. So what is the particle size of coarse dispersion? So greater than 0.5 micron. So they are visible under microscope, do not pass through normal filter paper, they will retain on the filter paper. Do not dialyze. Dialysis जो है वो नहीं कर सकते उसका. Do not dialyze through semi-permeable membrane and do not diffuse. So example क्या है इसके? Grains of sand. Then most pharmaceutical emulsion and suspension. Then red blood cell suspension in the, it is example of your coarse dispersion. Now again see comparison between lyophilic and lyophobic colloid. So I have explained you regarding the lyophobic and lyophilic colloids. So lyophilic colloids मतलब क्या है? Solvent loving. It is also known as solvent loving and this is also known as a protective colloid. ठीक है, ये lyophilic मतलब क्या? Protective colloid होता है और ये क्या है? Solvent loving होता है. See comparison between this lyophobic and lyophilic colloid. So property preparation is, ये कौन सा easily prepare कर सकते कौन सा नहीं कर सकते. So lyophobic colloid means solvent heating. Okay, so it is not easy to prepare. It is not easy to prepare and it is not easy to prepare not by direct mixing with medium. But in case of lyophilic colloid, जो lyophilic colloid होता है, they are easy to prepare direct mixing with dispersion medium. जैसे for example अगर आपको ट्राइकान का lyophilic colloid बनना है तो ट्राइकान का पाउडर ले लो और डिस्पर्स करो वाटर में इजीली just by simple mixing. So that's why lyophilic colloid are easy to prepare direct mixing with the dispersion medium. But in case of lyophobic colloid, it is not easy to prepare, not prepared by direct mixing with the medium. Now visibility. So we have seen visible under ultra microscope, lyophobic visible under ultra microscope and lyophilic not visible under microscope. Charge, particle के ऊपर चार्ज नहीं रहते. So particles with electric charge, electrostatic charge in case of lyophobic colloids. जो lyophobic colloids होते हैं उसमें electrostatic charge होता है particles के ऊपर, पॉजिटिव या फिर नेगेटिव जो भी होगा. So particle with electrostatic charge in case of lyophobic colloids. In case of hydrophilic or this lyophilic colloid, particles may have or may not have charge. Particles may have or may not have charge. Now here one thing I would like to explain. तो देखो इसमें क्या होता है कि lyophilic colloid जो होता है solvent loving colloid, so उसमें भी दो टाइप का होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल if water is used as a dispersion medium then it is known as a hydrophilic colloid. अगर वाटर यूज़ किया तो उसको हाइड्रोफिलिक कोलाइड बोलते हैं। अगर उसमें जैसे मान लीजिए कि अकेशिया सॉल्यूशन इन द वाटर, हाइड्रोफिलिक कोलाइड। ओके, नाउ अनदर एग्जांपल, टेक ए एग्जांपल ऑफ रबर और पॉलीस्टाइरीन कोलाइड इन केस ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक सॉल्वेंट, so it is known as a hydrophobic solvent. Obviously it is a lyophilic colloid, but it is known as hydrophobic because the solvent is organic solvent, benzene or chloroform. Dispersion of rubber or polystyrene in the benzene or chloroform, it is again a lyophilic colloid, but the solvent is not water, that is known as hydrophobic. Okay? And if water is used as a solvent, it is known as a hydrophilic colloid. Okay? Now hydration, third property is nothing but the hydration. तो हाइड्रेशन मतलब क्या कि हाइड्रेशन मतलब वाटर एडिशन ऑफ वाटर। इन केस ऑफ लायोफोबिक कोलाइड पार्टिकल्स आर नॉट हाइड्रेटेड, दे आर पुअरली हाइड्रेटेड, सॉल्वेंट हीटिंग। ओके, ये सॉल्वेंट हीटिंग है, दैट्स व्हाई पार्टिकल्स आर नॉट हाइड्रेटेड। बट इन केस ऑफ योर लायोफिलिक कोलाइड पार्टिकल्स आर वेल हाइड्रेटेड। जैसे कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशन बनाएंगे इसका अकेशिया ट्रैकन का, सो ट्रैकन विल बी हाइड्रेटेड इनफ, ओके, पार्टिकल्स विल बी वेल हाइड्रेटेड, सॉल्वेंट लविंग। इलेक्ट्रोफोरोसिस, इलेक्ट्रोफोरोसिस मतलब सेपरेशन, इलेक्ट्रोफोरोसिस मतलब सेपरेशन ड्यू टू difference in the electrical potential. So obviously this lyophobic colloids will have a charge on their solid, they will have charge on the face of the solid particle, that's why they show electrophoresis. Okay? They will show electrophoresis. But lyophilic colloid may or may not show electrophoresis because they may have or may not have a charge on their. Now effect of electrolytes. Upon addition of electrolyte, what will happen to lyophobic or lyophilic colloid? See, as in case of lyophobic colloid, there is a charge on the particle, so addition of opposite charge electrolyte. जैसे मान लीजिए कि लायोफोबिक कोलाइड के सरफेस के ऊपर पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, तो अगर आपने निगेटिव इलेक्ट्रोलाइट ऐड किया तो उस पर क्या होगा, कोएगुलेशन होगा। ओके, सो इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट ऑन लायोफोबिक कोलाइड, कोएगुलेशन अपॉन एडिशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स। नाउ व्हाट इज इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट एडिशन ऑन लायोफिलिक कोलाइड? लायोफिलिक के ऊपर क्या एक्शन देखो, higher amount of electrolyte is required for coagulation. Lyophobic colloids, they are coagulated upon addition of small amount of your electrolyte, but for lyophilic colloid the concentration of electrolyte required for coagulation is higher. Now viscosity, तो इसका viscosity क्या है? In case of lyophobic colloid almost same as that of the dispersion medium. तो lyophobic colloid का viscosity क्या होता है? Almost same as that of the dispersion medium. But in case of lyophilic colloid, so the viscosity is usually higher. इसके ऊपर भी क्वेश्चन आता है, याद रखो प्रॉपर्टीज। ओके, लायोफिलिक कोलाइड का विस्कोसिटी क्यों ज़्यादा होता है? बिकॉज दे आर हाइड्रेटेड इनफ। उसमें क्या होगा कि उसमें इंटरेक्शन ज़्यादा है, किसका, सॉलिड का, और सॉल्वेंट का इंटरेक्शन क्या है, ज़्यादा है, तो उसमें हाइड्रेशन ज़्यादा होता है। और जो डिस्पर्शन मीडियम है उसकी बिकॉज ऑफ दैट इंक्रीज्ड इंटरेक्शन, उसका विस्कोसिटी क्या होता है, बढ़ता है। Viscosity of lyophilic colloid is usually higher than that of the original dispersion medium. But in case of lyophobic colloid, viscosity is almost same as that of the medium. Now reversibility क्या है, कौन सा colloid reversible है, कौन सा नहीं है? The lyophobic colloid is irreversible. Lyophobic colloid is irreversible. Lyophilic is nothing but the reversible. Now stability देखो, which one is stable, which one is less stable. So lyophobic colloid is less stable. ठीक है, लायोफोबिक कोलाइड इज लेस स्टेबल। जैसे आयंस, जैसे गोल्ड कोलाइड सिल्वर कोलाइड हो गए, सो लायोफोबिक कोलाइड, सो लायोफोबिक कोलाइड्स आर लेस स्टेबल ड्यू टू दे हैव चार्ज ऑन देयर पार्टिकल्स, दैट्स व्हाई दे आर लेस स्टेबल। बट इन केस ऑफ लायोफिलिक कोलाइड इट इज अ मोर स्टेबल, सो इट इज मोर स्टेबल एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट इज नोन एज अ प्रोटेक्टिव कोलाइड। तो क्या बोलते हैं, प्रोटेक्टिव कोलाइड बोलते हैं लायोफिलिक वाले। नाउ टिंडल इफेक्ट क्या है, टिंडल इफेक्ट किसमें है, किसमें नहीं है? लायोफोबिक विल शो टिंडल इफेक्ट एंड लायोफिलिक में usually does not show tyndall effect, light scattering. Now next is nothing but some important definition from this chapter. Peptidation means what? Peptidation means reverse agglomeration. Try to remember, peptidation means reverse agglomeration, breakdown of aggregates into particle in a colloidal size. एग्लोमरेशन, या फिर आपके पास कोई एग्लोमरेट है या फिर कोई लंप है, तो उसको ब्रेक डाउन करना टू ए पार्टिकल साइज विच इज इन ए रेंज ऑफ कोलाइडल. सो पेप्टाइजेशन मीन्स ब्रेक डाउन ऑफ एग्रीगेट टू ए पार्टिकल size which is of colloidal. Okay, amphibials मतलब क्या amphibials? So molecular, so these are the molecules which have both positive as well as negative. These are the molecules which will have hydrophilic as well as hydrophobic portion. So they have affinity for both polar as well as non-polar solvent. So that's why they are known as amphibials. They have affinity for polar as well as non-polar solvents. Now next one is a CMC, which is known as a critical micelle concentration. So what is CMC? The concentration of surfactant at which micelle formation start. It is known as a critical micelle concentration. Remember this. Again, Kraft point. This is like Kraft point. So what is Kraft point? The temperature at which solubility of surfactant is equal to critical micellar concentration and above which sudden rise in the solubility results. तो इसमें Kraft point क्या होता है? It is a temperature. जैसे मान लीजिए कि solubility of surfactant क्या होता है? इंक्रीज करते ही जैसे surfactant है और solution बनाया, उसमें आपने हीट अप्लाई किया तो उसका solubility बढ़ता है. So upon application of heat, solubility of surfactant increases. The temperature at which solubility of surfactant is equal to critical micellar concentration. The temperature at which there is a solubility of surfactant equal to critical micelle concentration, and above this temperature there is a sudden rise in the sudden increase in the solubility. It is known as a Kraft point. कम से कम 4 बार अभी तक GPAT में इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आया. Temperature at which solubility of surfactant is equal to the CMC is known as a Kraft point, okay, or Kraft temperature. Okay. Above which there is a sudden increase in the solubility and below which there is a insolubility. Remember, Kraft point के ऊपर क्या है? Solubility ज़्यादा रहेगा surfactant का in the solution. उसके नीचे क्या रहेगा? कम रहेगा solubility. Kraft point के ऊपर क्या रहेगा? Solubility of surfactant equal to critical micellar concentration. ये याद रखो, इसको घुमा फिरा के क्वेश्चन पूछेगा. उसके ऊपर क्या होगा, उसके नीचे क्या होगा, उसके बीच में क्या होगा, ऐसे क्वेश्चन आपको घुमा फिरा के पूछते हैं. This year in GPAT 2022, this question was there. Solubility of surfactant is equal to CMC. And ऑप्शन में नीचे था Kraft point, 2-4 ऑप्शन और भी थे. So Kraft point was answer. तो घुमा फिरा के क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं. इसके ऊपर कम से कम 2-3 बार क्वेश्चन आ चुके हैं. याद रखो Kraft point. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, electrodialysis. Dialysis means separation. Dialysis means what? Separation. And electrodialysis मतलब separation using electrical potential. So two electrodes are immersed, positive and negative, anode and cathode, and depending on that there is a separation of ions. Diffusion of ions of molecule and it is enhanced by applying the potential difference across the membrane, known as electrodialysis. Now next we will see types of colloids. Again you will see there are two types of colloid, lyophilic colloid and lyophobic colloid. Lyophilic colloid are stable towards the prolonged dialysis. वो जल्दी dialysis नहीं होगा क्योंकि इनका particle size कम रहता है. So stable towards the prolonged dialysis and it will show weak Tyndall effect or no Tyndall effect. ये इसमें Tyndall effect जो है light scattering उसमें कम होता है या फिर नहीं होता है. Okay, then it acts as a protective colloid. Remember, lyophilic colloid is a protective and easy to prepare due to different affinity towards the solvent. It will have a high affinity towards the solvent. That's why it is easy to prepare. Now in case of lyophobic colloid, it is not stable towards the dialysis. It will show strong Tyndall effect. The non-protective colloid is difficult to prepare due to low affinity towards the solvent, because solid particle and solvent will have less interaction or no interaction. That's why it is difficult to prepare. Now next, again you can see the property we have seen already. These things, property lyophilic colloid, it is formed spontaneously. Lyophilic colloid क्या होता है? जल्दी spontaneously बन जाता है. And thermodynamically stable. It is a thermodynamically stable. A rigid chain of polymer in the dry state. There is an increase in entropy, dispersion of macromolecular and protein. So examples भी दिया है उसका. Dispersion of macromolecules and proteins, जैसे प्रोटीन का या फिर कार्बोहाइड्रेट, जैसे शुगर हो गया आपका, यूरिया शुगर, that will lyophilic colloid. And lyophobic colloid में क्या है? It is not formed spontaneously and it is thermodynamically unstable. Particles remains in the disperse is due to electrical repulsion. Particles in the dispersed medium remains at a distance. Particles क्या है, एक मिक के साथ में डिस्टेंस बना के रखेंगे. क्यों? बिकॉज ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिकल रिपल्शन. बिकॉज दिस सॉलिड पार्टिकल विल हैव चार्ज ऑन देयर सरफेस. अगर आपने पॉजिटिव एक मिक के साथ में लाने का ट्राई किया, जैसे मैग्नेट होता है, सो इफ यू ट्राई टू ब्रिंग नॉर्थ pole of one magnet and north pole of another magnet together, so it will not come, it will repel. So same is true with the solid having charge, similar charge or like charge. So if a solid has having positive charge and another particle is also having positive charge, so they will not come together, so they will maintain a proper distance due to repulsive force. So that is true in case of lyophobic colloid. So lyophobic colloid, that is not thermodynamically stable, and particles remains at a distance, and they will remain in the dispersed due to electrical repulsion. Dispersion formed by metals and inorganic crystals. Viscosity क्या है? So viscosity of lyophilic colloid is higher. It has a high viscosity due to there is a strong interaction between dispersion medium and solid. Okay, usually asymmetric. Low viscosity किसका रहेगा? Low viscosity रहेगा आपका इसका. Viscosity. Then electrolyte effect क्या है? Stable at low concentration. So addition of electrolyte at low concentration, lyophilic colloid will be stable. It will not get coagulated. But in case of high concentration of electrolyte, अगर आपने कम concentration में थोड़ी quantity में डाला है तो lyophilic colloid stable रहेगा. और ज़्यादा quantity में डाला तो उसमें क्या होगा? Coagulation होगा और salting out. But in case of lyophobic colloid, they are very sensitive towards the electrolyte, leads to irreversible aggregation और quality किसका ज़्यादा है? Ability of lyophilic colloid controlled by charge and solution of particle. By charge and solution of particle. But in case of lyophobic colloid, it is controlled by charge on the particle. This was again a difference. Now we'll see the next point. Preparation of colloid. ये preparation कैसे करेंगे? Preparation of colloids. Okay. So preparation of colloids. There are two methods for preparation of colloid. First one is a dispersion method, and second one is nothing but the aggregation or condensation method. So first one is a dispersion method, and second one is a condensation method. Preparation of colloid. There are two main methods for preparation of colloid. First one is a dispersion method. Okay. So in this method, larger or macro-sized particles are broken down into colloidal size. तो बड़े बड़े पार्टिकल क्या होंगे, उसको ब्रेक डाउन करेंगे इन अ पार्टिकल साइज रेंज ऑफ 1 नैनोमीटर टू 0.5 माइक्रोमीटर. सो लार्जर और मैक्रो साइज्ड पार्टिकल्स दे आर ब्रोकन डाउन इनटू कोलोइडल साइज. एग्जांपल इसमें एक होता है कोलोइडल मिल. कोलोइडल मिल के बारे में अपन ने देखा है इन द साइज रिलेशन. सो देयर इज अ वन स्टैटर एंड वन रोटर. देयर इज अ माइनर ओपनिंग बिटवीन दीज टू स्टैटर्स एंड रोटर. Particle size reduction in a colloidal size will take place in the colloidal mill. So this using colloidal mill, preparation of Indian ink by grinding the lamp black. Preparation of Indian ink by grinding the lamp with black with stabilized medium. Okay. Colloidal sulfur is made by grinding the sulfur with sucrose or lactose. Colloidal dispersion बनाना क्यों है? What is the application of colloidal dispersion? सबसे मेन चीज फार्मास्यूटिकल एप्लीकेशन क्या है उसका. सो व्हाट इज द फार्मास्यूटिकल एप्लीकेशन? सो यू सी सिल्वर सॉल्ट्स देन सल्फर सॉल्ट्स, दे आर जर्मिसाइडल इन नेचर. वो क्या है? जर्मिसाइडल होती है. जैसे सिल्वर हो गया, सल्फर हो गया. ओके. सो दे आर जर्मिसाइडल. सल्फर जो है उसका सॉल्ट यूज करते हैं इन केस ऑफ गोनोरिया. ओके. सिल्वर इज ऑल्सो जर्मिसाइडल. बट इफ यू अप्लाई सिल्वर एज इट इज, सो इट विल इरिटेट योर स्किन. जो सिल्वर जो है एज इट इज अप्लाई किया अगर कोर्स पार्टिकल साइज में, तो वो क्या करेगा? इरिटेट करेगा. तो उसका एब्सॉर्प्शन भी ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. इफ यू कन्वर्ट दैट कोर्स सिल्वर पार्टिकल और कोर्स सल्फर पार्टिकल इनटू कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशन और कोलाइडल डिस्पर्शन, नाउ इट इज हैविंग बेटर स्टेबिलिटी, it is absorb better, and it will also enhance the therapeutic effectiveness. So that's why you have to make the colloidal dispersion. Again, in case of solubility also, so colloidal dispersion will have more solubility than coarse dispersion. ठीक है, colloidal dispersion का particle size कम होता है, and you know that. So that is true in case of your sulfonamides. So colloidal dispersion of sulfonamides having better therapeutic effect than coarse dispersion of sulfonamides. Again, this also has an application. For example, protein solution is nothing but the colloid. It also has an application in different area. Okay, so that is another part you can read in the book. Of course, we have seen the colloidal meal. Remember the example: sulfur, colloidal dispersion of sulfur is made by your colloidal meal. Next one is electrode dispersion. Method for preparation of colloid. First one is dispersion method. उसमें एक आता है colloidal, दूसरा आता है electrode dispersion. और electrode dispersion में क्या होता है? Bragg arc method. It is also known as a Bragg arc method. याद रखो, Bragg arc method. Electrode dispersion or Bragg's arc method. Now it is used for preparation of metal colloidal dispersion, like colloidal dispersion of gold, platinum, silver, metal colloidal dispersion. Now what happens in this metal rod of which colloidal dispersion has to be made? जिसका colloidal dispersion बनना है उसका metal का rod लेना है. You have to dip in the solvent. Then the arc is produced by passing the current through rods. में current pass करते हैं rod में. Now because of that current there will be increase in the temperature and there will be sparking that rod. Sparking होगा वहाँ पे और उसमें temperature increase होगा. ठीक है. Now because of that increased temperature and sparking, so it releases the metal ions in the water. That water is kept at a low temperature and having trace of alkali. तो जो भी मेटल का आयन रिलीज होगा वो वाटर में जाएगा. ठीक है. And that's how it will form a colloidal dispersion. Of the heat due to spark across the electrode, there is a release of metal ions in the solution. Release of particle in a colloidal size, okay, which is readily absorbed by medium. Colloidal, this is electrode dispersion or Bragg's arc method. Now third one is a peptidization. So it is a inverse coagulation. Peptidization means it is inverse coagulation. Coagulation होता है agglomeration of particle. तो उसके opposite क्या है? Inverse coagulation. मतलब segregation of particle. So inverse coagulation impressive, particularly for precipitate ionic solid in small amount of electrolyte with common ion is used to stabilize the steam. To establish the dispersion known as a peptidization. Example: freshly prepared precipitate of ferric hydroxide, ferric chloride. तो इसमें क्या होता है कि ferric hydroxide का precipitate आता है तो उसमें ferric chloride ऐड करेंगे. तो because of the common ion, so silver chloride solution stabilized by hydrochloric acid. तो वो chloride ion जो है वो silver के साथ में रिएक्ट होंगे. क्लोराइड रहेगा, सिल्वर का आयंस बनेगा तो कॉमन आयन निकलेगा. सो इनवर्स कोएगुलेशन. सिल्वर क्लोराइड है उसमें अगर क्लोराइड है जैसे सिल्वर सेपरेट होगा, क्लोराइड सेपरेट होगा. सिल्वर विल बी अवेलेबल एज फॉर द कोलोइडल डिस्पर्शन. फेरिक हाइड्रोक्साइड इज आल्सो, फेरिक हाइड्रोक्साइड इज स्टेबलाइज्ड बाय फेरिक क्लोराइड. फेरिक क्लोराइड अगर डालेंगे फेरिक हाइड्रोक्साइड में तो हाइड्रोक्साइड और क्लोराइड साथ में एक बनाएंगे और फेरिक आयन रिलीज होंगे. सो दैट यू विल गेट अ फेरिक कोलोइडल सॉल्यूशन. पेप्टाइजेशन, एग्रीगेशन और कंडेंसेशन मेथड. Second method, first one method was dispersion method. Second method is aggregation or condensation method. Subcolloidal particles are built by aggregation of ions and molecules. Method also have different sub methods like excessive cooling. So colloids like organic solvent like chloroform ether. जो chloroform ether है उनका अगर colloid बनाना है आपको तो उसको क्या है below 0 degree Celsius के इसमें रखना है in the water. So obviously they will colloid solution. Excessive cooling. So if you want to make a colloidal solution of chloroform or ether, add chloroform or ether in the water and kept it below 0 degrees Celsius, you will get a colloid of chloroform or ether. By solvent exchange. So change in the solvent will lower the solubility of solvent. Phenomenon is change in the solvent will lower the solubility of solvent. एक solvent में वो soluble है, एक solvent में कम soluble. For example, silver, phosphorus, they are dissolved in the alcohol and then excess of water is added to get a colloid. पहले क्या करना है, सिल्वर या फिर फॉस्फोरस का अगर कोलाइड बनाना है आपको, if you want to prepare a colloid of silver or phosphorus, first dissolve that silver or phosphorus into the alcohol. alcohol में वो सिल्वर फॉस्फोरस soluble है लेकिन वाटर में नहीं है. Add the excess of water. excess of water जैसे आप वाटर ऐड करेंगे वैसे वो सोल्यूबल का नॉन सॉल्युबल हो जाएगा. सिल्वर आयंस एंड फॉस्फोरस आयंस विल गेट less solubility in the water and you will get a colloidal solution of silver and phosphorus by exchange of solvent. Okay, change in the physical state. So silver and phosphorus when pass through a porous medium containing stabilizer, they will give you a colloids. That is nothing but the change in the physical state. Chemical method. Okay, chemical method including double decomposition करना है उसका. First one is arsenic sulfide जो है वो कैसे बनते हैं. आर्सेनिक सल्फाइड कोलाइडल सॉल्यूशन इज मेड बाय डबल डिकम्पोजिशन बाय ऑक्सीडेशन मेथड. ओके, बाय ऑक्सीडेशन मेथड सल्फर कोलाइड इज मेड. बाय रिडक्शन मेथड मेटल कोलाइड्स आर मेड. मेटल कोलाइड्स ऑफ सिल्वर गोल्ड लीड गेट प्रिपेयर्ड बाय रिड्यूसिंग द मेटल इन द सॉल्वेंट्स में रिडक्शन रिएक्शन करेंगे उसका. रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट लाइक टैनिक एसिड एंड फॉर्माल्डिहाइड. मान लीजिए कि गोल्ड मेटल है, उसका रिडक्शन करना है यूजिंग टैनिक एसिड एंड फॉर्माल्डिहाइड. यूजिंग टैनिक एसिड फॉर्माल्डिहाइड इन द वाटर, तो ऑटोमेटिकली आपको क्या होगा, गोल्ड का कोलाइड मिल जाएगा. लाइकवाइज दैट प्लैटिनम. हाइड्रोलिसिस ऑक्साइड आयरन एल्यूमिनियम is prepared by doing hydrolysis. This is the method for preparation of colloids. Lyophilic colloids are found by spontaneous process. For example, acacia, triacant, protein, they are rapidly dispersed in the water to form a colloidal dispersion. Hydrophobic colloids are prepared by condensation and dispersion method. Hydrophobic colloids है वो condensation method है उनका और dispersion method है. Kinetic properties of colloid.